Good afternoon, I'm Maricar Bautista. Severe tropical storm Nika has maintained its strength as it moves closer to Luzon. Based on the latest data from Weather Bureau Pag-asa, Nika has maximum sustained winds of 100 kilometers per hour and gustiness of up to 125 kilometers per hour. It is last located 500 kilometers east of Infanta, Quezon. It is moving westward at a speed of 30 kilometers per hour. More areas are now under signal number 2, including portions of Aurora, Isabela, Quirino, southern portion of Cagayan, Nueva Vizcaya, Kalinga, Mountain Province, and Ifugao. Meanwhile, signal number 1 is up over the rest of Cagayan, including Babuyan Islands, Apayao, Abra, Ilocos provinces, eastern and central portions of Pangasinan, La Union, Benguet, the rest of Aurora, Tarlac, Nueva Ecija, Pampanga, Bulacan, Rizal, northeast portion of Laguna, eastern portion of Quezon, including Polillo Islands, Camarines provinces, Catanduanes, and portions of Albay. In Metro Manila, the cities of Navotas, Valenzuela, Malabon, Caloocan, Marikina, Pasig, and Quezon City are also under signal number 1. Pag-asa adds that Nika will further intensify and reach typhoon category today and may reach its peak intensity prior to landfall either over Isabela or Aurora tomorrow morning or early afternoon. Pag-asa warns that wherever Nika may make its landfall, hazards could still be experienced in nearby areas. In Camarines Sur, Governor Luigi Villafuerte has ordered the mandatory evacuation of residents in high-risk areas. The mandatory evacuation took effect at 6 in the morning today. Villafuerte also ordered disaster, local, and barangay officials to ensure that all evacuation centers are ready and are safe from any hazard. He also ordered to pre-position all relief goods in each evacuation center. According to Weather Bureau Pag-asa, moderate to heavy rains, which amounts to 50 to 100 millimeters of rainfall, will pour over Camarines Sur today. Its neighboring provinces, Camarines Norte and Catanduanes, will also experience the same amount of rainfall. Camarines Sur is one of the hardest hit areas by severe tropical storm Christine, which hit the province just last month. Nika is the 4th weather disturbance that is threatening the country in just less than a month. With these powerful storms hitting the Philippines almost one after the other, let's see if the government and us, the Filipinos, are actually prepared for this new reality. This report from Gerd Cahiles.
More frequent, more powerful, more destructive typhoons are becoming the new reality due to climate change. One storm after another, the Philippines is still grappling with the devastation. With over 150 lives lost and billions of pesos in damages to agriculture and infrastructure.
We've been seeing it even in Metro Manila, I think, because, for example, we had Ondoy in 2009. That is considered as an event that happens only once every 180 years. So they call it as a return period, 180 rain return period. In 2024, we had Karina.
Yes.
And that is a one every 100-year rain return. And it spawned floods that devastated Marikina, large parts of Metro Manila. So instead of happening once every 100 years, it's happening once every 15 years.
According to the latest World Risk Report, the Philippines remains the most vulnerable country to disasters. A study from the Harvard Humanitarian Initiative shows Filipino preparedness for disasters has improved in recent years. Yet, given the hazards the country faces, this preparedness remains insufficient. The study highlights the need for more technology and capacity building support for Filipinos. The Public Works Department reports approximately 5,500 flood control projects were completed under President Bongbong Marcos's administration. However, flooding worsens in some areas.
Talagang nang-overwhelm ang flood control natin. May flood control tayo, hindi kaya. Hindi talaga kaya dahil Sa buong kasaysayan ng Pilipinas, wala pang ganito. Ngayon lang natin haharapin ito. Gagawin natin, babaguhin natin ang mga design, patitibayan natin yung mga infrastructure, mga flood control, yung mga slope protection, pati yung mga tulay.
Experts argue that a core issue is a lack of proactive government action in addressing the effects of climate change.
The DPWH has a limited menu of solutions, and they should better be open to other types of solutions that involve detention and retention ponds, damming up of the waters before they flow into the water system.
DPWH being the construction and the engineering arm of the government, we are here to implement projects. The power of the purse resides in the Congress. Though we provide them the needed projects for every year, but of course, kumbaga nagkakaroon ng shifting of the ground when a disaster happens.
Government spending on disaster risk reduction and climate change has exceeded ₱500 billion in 2024, with a proposed budget doubling that for 2025. The pressing question is the government allocating these funds effectively? George Cahiles, BNC.
News overseas, thousands of New Yorkers marched through Midtown Manhattan, voicing concern that Donald Trump's recent election victory could lead to the loss of rights of immigrants and other valuable groups. Protesters carry banners with messages like "Reject Fascism" and rally against President-elect Trump's plans to deport large numbers of undocumented immigrants. Meanwhile, a small group of pro-Trump supporters gather in counter-protest. Trump, campaigning on a promise to crack down immigration, plans to initiate mass deportations, with his running mate J.D. Vance estimating that the operation could lead to the removal of up to 1 million per year. Trump is set to assume office on January 20, 2025. And that's the latest. We'll be back shortly or around at 2 p.m.